What's up, YouTube? My name is Vinny Fraser, also known as Vincentius Music, here with my beautiful fiance,
Becca.
And we are Real Blah. What's up, YouTube? Thanks for coming to our channel today. Real here. Today we're getting back into some Terra Infinita. We are on chapter 24. The destruction of the great cities and the fall of an empire.
Yeah. Okay, the great cities were invaded by black smoke. The giants brought technology and taught the humans in Tartari. The level of technology that was used at the time had never reached the hands of humans. It was a difficult process, but they were achieving really great things. Just a great war came by surprise. Although they expected it, they did not think it would come so fast. So the giants had taught the humans about some of the technologies, but did not teach them everything.
Didn't have time.
Then came the Great Flood and different attacks. There came a time when we knew that all was lost. The custodians were weakened, and those in power, the Greys, who were their lackeys, could not cope with the power of the Anakim, the giants who helped the humans with their technology. There are several races of giants, and not all of them joined in this war. In fact, many of them split later because they did not agree to help. They saw it was certain defeat. The giants did not help humans because they did not want to be on their side.
Yes,
they knew. So some helped, some didn't.
Defeat.
So we are not friends with all giants.
Yes,
just some of them. Okay. At this time, the hope of being able to defeat them was latent, and that filled the spirit of any person who lived on this soil. The feeling the generations to finally be free is priceless, and sometimes the dimension of what is taking place is not taken into account. That war was the cruelest that has happened here. It also brought with it a great retaliation and a reset and a different beginning. What is being carried out at this moment, and the system that oppresses you and turns you into a robot with mere biological functions, the spiritual emptying, how your mind is controlled, which does not stop for a second to give you messages so that you cannot enjoy the present. All of this is the product of the custodial fear of losing your best colony. Unfortunately, the ancestors carry that, and the giants do too. For that and for many other reasons, different plans are being carried out to free you and end once and for all this macro-brace system under which you live. Okay.
Wow.
So, pretty much everybody that lives in the Knowlands is under complete manipulation by the custodians.
Yes. And Anunnaki.
And the Greys.
Yeah.
And the giants.
And
some of the giants. Not all of them, right? But, do you guys hear that? Being carried out at this moment, the system that oppresses you and turns you into a robot with mere biological functions.
No soul.
The spiritual emptying, right? So, like, sun gazing. They tell us not to look at the sun. But sun gazing is actually very good for you. It helps open up your third eye, right? So, if you can be kept in fear and manipulated and controlled with predictive programming and everything else out there, then okay. Many will ask, how is it that we can give all this valuable and at the same time dangerous information if it falls into the wrong hands? Your answer is that we can give this kind of information because the majority simply will not believe it.
Exactly.
And what we say here today will be forgotten by the majority tomorrow. It is like when someone has some kind of different experience with whatever race, or for example, the story about my father in the lands where I was born. But it's different if the government of this world, with all the mass broadcasting, what's that word say?
Apparatus.
There you go. Broadcasting apparatus tell a lie. I don't feel like that's a complete sentence. That's such a weird sentence for me. For example, that the sky you see every day is pink. Then many will come out to repeat it and even fight to the death with anyone who says that the sky does not have that color. Even more, if important scientists who have graduated from distinguished universities come out to say that anyone who argues that the sky is pink will be labeled as ignorant forever and possibly affect him at all his life, then you already have two things against you. The immense power of the word of the great media that are controlled and that enter every home around the world. And also you have the word of confidence in quotation marks of the great scientists of the best universities that will give the necessary strength to submerge the majority to a lie that will be taken to absolutely truth. Soon nobody will even discuss about this subject for fear of being catalogued as ignorant. Some will not even want to look at the sky for fear that their own mind will tell them that it does not have the color that they say. Wow. So it's for example, the moon landing, right? Tell everybody it happened. Everybody will believe it. If you say it doesn't happen, you're a freaking crazy psychopath. And then now here we are years and years later where the people that have landed on the moon are coming out saying that it was all scripted and that it never happened and that it happened in a Hollywood studio, right? So that's cool. A few others will fight against you this lie without caring what they are told, or that they will be ostracized from many places, or they will not even be allowed to talk about this subject with a simple censorship. This is nothing new to you. Look around you right now. This is what is happening if you do not do or say what they impose, or simply what the media reports, or what the distinguished expose. Then you will be labeled as someone who is on the opposite side of the progress, advancement, or development of humanity, with many quotation marks. Possibly you will be ridiculed, attacked, sidelined, branded as a traitor, or many other things that is certainly unfair. The shadow-controlling parasites who want total human degradation in conjunction with spiritual hollowing out can label another with their great means of influence and coercion and thereby destroy them completely. That is why we keep coming back to these lands and will continue to be here to fight against the dangerous conditioning they exert.
Wow.
That had so much. I feel like that chapter out of everything told us the most about everything so far.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was interesting to me.
Man, see, so it's like there's like a hidden puppet master, right? The Anunnaki and the custodians and the Greys and things of that nature. But there's also hidden superheroes out there too that are trying to fight for us and change things and literally promising us that they're gonna keep fighting for us until they seek change. I remember in the first chapter it said that the giants wish for human indoctrination to stop. They wish for the humans to be able to live their own life and be free. And this is explaining to us that some of the giants know that it's a losing battle and they don't want nothing to fucking do with it. That doesn't mean that they're not our friends necessarily, but they're smart enough to know that there's no point in going in this battle when they're going to lose. But if the giants that decided to fight, there'd be more.
There'd be way more, right? So the numbers would go up.
Exactly. Yeah, it'd be so cool, man, to just...
I don't even think the biggest part of that, your whole head is out of this thing. I don't even think that the biggest part of it is the fact that we have multiple different kinds of giants that are willing or aren't willing to fight for us. I think the biggest thing that came out of that chapter for me is the fact that we're all just a whole bunch of controlled sheep that do whatever everybody says is in our history books. That's factual. This is factual. That's factual. But no one wants to broaden their minds to think what else is truly out there? What else could be out there? And this is a fictional book, right? None of this is true. But what if it was? What if this is all true and we have just been told nothing but lies, right? Go to school.
Yeah.
Indoctrinate them to think what we want them to think. And now it's now if you have kids, I don't know if people have heard about people taking away certain books. These books aren't to be read anymore in the public school system. And it's how can you just take away our history? If they can just take away our history like that, and what else could they have taken away years and years before all of us,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they say whoever wins the war gets to write the history.
Yeah.
So who knows what we're even reading anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that, though. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we're going to continue on down to chapter 25. And, yeah, we'll catch y'all in the next one. Real, we out of here.
For me, everything.